Nail biter. Came down to the very end. It came down to plays at the end, and Purdue is the one who stepped up. Brittany Rayburn stepped up big.
Didn't have a great all-around game, but when they needed her the most, Brittany Rayburn did come up huge. Let's take a quick look at how this one went down between Iowa and Purdue. And early on, Iowa center Morgan Johnson went down with what appeared to be an ankle injury. Limbering up here, saying, I'm ready to go back in there, and actually made a difference in this one. Johnson gets the nice pass inside, would help the Hawks to an 11-4 run. They went up by 3. Now Boilers down by 1. Brittany Rayburn mentioned wasn't great offensively in this game. Finished with 14 points. Purdue back on top 40-39. And then in transition, Antoinette Howard. That's a nice move. Caps a 10-0 run in the span of a $132, puts Purdue on top 44-39. Then Camille Willeen gets the bucket. Iowa now within 1. And then the play you saw just a moment ago, it's a 2-point Purdue lead. Kelly Cry tries for the 3, and Rayburn comes up with a huge block to seal the deal as Purdue remains undefeated in conference play despite shooting just 30% in this game. 57-55 is the final. Rayburn with 14, Courtney Moses with 10. Johnson, really a gutsy effort. We saw her come back from the ankle injury. She ends up with 16 points, 5 rebounds. Jamie Princey had 15 as well in a losing effort for Iowa. Very quickly, Emily, this one really came down to those last few minutes of the game and kind of encapsulated in the play of Brittany Rayburn.
Right, and for me, it was definitely the offensive rebounding of this Purdue team. They were relentless on the boards, it was hustle plays. And against the Purdue team, they're playing at home. Iowa has got to box out. They gave up way too many offensive boards. A lot of them turned into baskets. So Iowa's going to go back, look at this tape, and see you got to put a body on somebody. And like you said, Brittany Rayburn was huge towards the end, got that huge block. And I was really impressed with how her senior leadership, there she is, hustling in there. But Brittany Rayburn really stepped up as a senior, and that's what you got to do to win games.
Yeah, the big offensive rebound there, which you're talking about here. I mean, the rebound advantage was decided in this game 48-38 in favor of Purdue, but 24 offensive rebounds. Quickly, what do you take from this game if you're Iowa?
Iowa definitely got to go back. You got to box out, get rebounds. This is going to be tough because they lost a big game to Nebraska at the end. This is a heartbreaker at the end, but Jamie Princey, look at that 3 towards the end of the game. They really stepped up when it counted, but it just was not enough time left in the game. Iowa's got to has to learn from this game. They just got to finish games, take their time, and I think they're going to learn a lot and come back. A lot of season left to play.
And turnovers hurt them in this game too. 18 turnovers for Iowa.